What's up, gamers? I am your host, TheSportsfan1100, and welcome to the TheSportsfan1100 30-minute podcast. And this is episode number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Summer is winding down, so we call this the dog days of summer. Unfortunately, I'm back to college in 2 weeks' time, so I gotta really hope these next 2 weekends are fun as hell, because there's only 2 more weeks that I have summer break. Gotta enunciate for this podcast, otherwise you guys have no idea what I'm saying. So we got the first topic, which is a weird topic, but it's not as weird as the other weeks. So let's start with that weird topic, shall we? So, apparently firefighters rescue a man that was trapped in the mud. He was trying to save his pet parrot. That shit is hilarious. Like, it's not funny that he got trapped in the mud. It's funny that he was trying to save his pet parrot. Because what are the odds that he gets stuck in the mud trying to save his pet parrot? For me, I don't have a parrot, so I don't know what it's like to lose a bird. But I do know what it's like to lose a cat. And it sucks, because they don't want to come back in the house. And they don't want to really, because they, cats want to do their own thing, and it sucks. But when they do come back, it's kind of nice. But for me, I don't know what it's like to lose a parrot, but all I know is that guy has sticky situation, no pun intended with the mud thing, but that sucks. To be stuck in mud sucks, because you can't fucking move. Like, you can't get out of it, so you need help from someone. So I'm glad the firefighter helped the man, but I think it's hilarious that he was just trying to get his pet parrot back. Like, it's not because he was being stupid. It was because he wanted to get his parrot back. Like, it could have been anything. It could have been like, oh, he did it because he tripped and fell in the mud. But no, he did it because he wanted to save his pet parrot. I think that could have been a feel-good story, too. But I could have put that under my feel-good topics, but I wanted to put that under weird, because it's like, what are the odds that he was stuck in the mud while trying to save his pet parrot? Now, if it was me in that situation, I would save the pet parrot, too. But I would make sure to wear boots if I do was muddy, because I didn't want to get stuck in it. That dude probably either wore the wrong shoes or didn't know about the mud. But how deep is that mud for him to get stuck? That's what I want to know. Because that's crazy that he got stuck just because of the fact that he wasn't thinking straight. I think he should have worn boots. Like, wear boots if you're going to be in mud. That's my PSA. Or non-slip shoes. Because don't wear sneakers that don't have padding, and don't wear flip-flops in mud. That's weird. When I go on hikes, for example, I don't wear flip-flops. I don't wear sandals. I wear either boots or sneakers. Most likely I will wear sneakers, because boots to me are too weird to wear on hikes. But if I were to wear hiking boots, it would probably be stylish ones or something that looks like sneakers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. I just recorded with Tom, and it was great this week, and I'm going to be yawning along this video probably, so be prepared for that. Anyways, back to the topic. There are times, guys, where I will break the fourth wall, and I will actually talk about myself. There are times in the podcast that happens. It's not on purpose. Usually it's abroad because of something happens that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, yeah. You guys are probably like, Dave, back to the topic. Yeah, I'll go back to the topic. It's just hard to talk about a topic for 10 minutes, but so bear with me. I do enjoy doing these, though, so don't get your hopes up that, oh, he's going to stop the podcast. No, it's not going to happen that way. But that's what I was saying. I was saying how this, guy was, in the mud, and he needed to get his parrot. My question is, how did the parrot get out? Did he open a window and the parrot flew out, or did he leave the cage door open, maybe? That's my guess, because how would you accidentally let your parrot out of the house? It doesn't even make sense. Unless he accidentally left the bird cage open, which I think is the stupidest thing ever. Why would you do that? I would not. If I had a parrot, I would not leave the stupid cage open. That's just dumb. That's dumb. But at the same time, I understand why he did it. But yeah, Don't do that. Guys, PSA, if you have pets, don't leave the door open so they can get out. Like, come on. The only animals that are meant to be outside their cage are guinea pigs, dogs, cats, hamsters, question mark. Depends on the hamster. What else? I can't think of any other animals that can be outside the cage. Ferrets, question mark. They do stink, though, so I would never take them out of the cage. But birds are not meant to be. Birds can come out of the cage, but you have to be very careful with them, because if you do that, you gotta make sure they don't get out of the house. That's the thing. Like, that guy accidentally let the bird out, and that wasn't a good idea. I just think that if you're gonna take the bird out of the cage and hold it, make sure it doesn't escape your hands, and make sure it doesn't leave the house, because then you can get into a situation where you might need someone other than yourself to. God, I need to find the words, David. Jesus Christ. Okay, I got it. If you have to get firefighters involved, you probably shouldn't have had that bird out in the first place. I don't know. My question is, does he have a wife? And if so, was the wife at work? Was he like alone at the time? Like, that's what I want to know. I want the juicy details. I don't want just the headline, you know. And I even read the article. It said nothing about whether the wife was home or not. Whether does he have kids? Did he? How did he leave the parrot out of the cage? Like, I like details, like the small details. You guys probably think, oh, you don't need the small details. You just need to know that some idiot got stuck in mud. The firefighters came to save him with the parrot, and da. But I like those juicy details. I like to know, like, all the facts and all the details that go into, you know. I want to know how it happened. Like, I don't just want to hear, oh, yeah, this happened, because that's boring for me. Like, I want to hear everything. Like, I want to know the full story. Otherwise, I don't know. For me, I like hearing the full story of any situation. Both sides, not just one side. Because that's boring, just think. For me, anyways, in life, I like both sides of every tale, because if you don't think that way, you're immature as hell to me. Because I think that there's always ways to look at both sides of every situation. There are definitely some times where I have to draw a line and only be one-sided. Those are very rare cases, and it usually has to do with racism, or usually has to do with controversial things. That's the only other time that you will ever see me never look at both sides to every tale. And that's usually because it's something that's very bad that I can't agree with. Like, for example, bestiality. I was going to say something way worse, but you guys know me. I don't want to go too far on this podcast. I don't want to push the limits too far. That shit's fucked up, bestiality. So that's why I look at both sides of every situation. That's why I like to hear things on both sides. I don't want to hear just about what. I want to know how this mud parrot situation happened. Like, how did the parrot get out? Is it the owner's fault? Is it some other person's fault? I want to know every detail, because that's what I like to hear. I like to hear the full story. I like hearing what happened. Like, what happened? God, it's just like, I wish news media reported the full story instead of half the story, because that's I feel like it only reports half the story sometimes. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion on that. I wish more news articles were more detailed. I know they're just lazy and they don't want to type the full story sometimes, but I don't like lazy journalism. I like facts. I want to hear everything. Like, I'm just so interested in hearing everything about something, and not just the little tiny. I want to hear every detail of it. I want to know what happened. But I guess you have to be there to know what happened, I guess, because not all news media is going to be that. So, it is what it is. But I'm just going to change subjects now to my next topic, because it is getting close to the 10-minute point in this episode, and I do need to change topics at some point. Otherwise, I will go over the threshold. So, yeah, that would not be good. But yeah, to change topics, we are going to talk about a controversial thing. It's not as controversial as last week, so guys, don't get too upset now because it's gonna be it's funny too, I guess. But apparently, some people freaked out over a restaurant changing their French fries to curly fries, and that made people freak out because apparently, some people nowadays just don't like their fries curled, and it triggers them to no point. Here's my opinion, and you guys might not like it because it's gonna be on both sides, but here it is. Grow a pair. Please, just grow a pair. The restaurant is going to do what they want. It is a business. If they want to make curly fries, they will make curly fries. And if you don't like it, don't order it. You can order a different side. You can order regular fries if they serve it there. If they don't, then get a different side that you might like on the menu. You don't have to complain. You don't have to make a hissy fit about their new style of fries. The restaurant that this particular see, I'm not scripted. So you guys, this proves it. Because I don't, if it was scripted, you could tell. So anyways, back to the topic. The fries. I happen to really like curly fries as long as it tastes good. I don't mind them. Some people don't like them. I understand that. But there's other sides you can order. And it's not okay to throw a hissy fit over the type of fry you got. That's just my opinion. Now, as far as looking at it from the other point of view here, every time a restaurant changes something, a person freaks out because they don't understand why they made a change, because they don't like change. Some people just don't like change. Can I sympathize with that? It's hard to, but I have moments where restaurants do things that I don't like and I freak out, but I don't go on a rampage about it. I stay mature and I just realize I don't have to get that thing on the menu. I have a perfect example for this. Dunkin' Donuts came out recently with Dunkin' Donuts fries. They're basically donut fries. I think it's terrible. I never had it, and I don't want to have it. For me, donuts in the shape of fries just don't work for me. For me, I'm just not into that. But do I go on rampage saying Dunkin' Donuts fries suck, I would never buy them? No, I don't. I just say that, I'm not interested in donut fries. I just joke about it. I don't go into a rampage and rant and rave about the donut fries. I don't give a shit. I just don't buy them. Like, I'm not gonna buy something I don't like. So I just don't buy them. Same thing with the curly fries. The curly fries are shoot. I wouldn't buy them if I didn't like them. Like, I wouldn't go on a rampage on social media and be like, "Oh, the fries suck. The fries could kiss my ass," and I would not eat one of those freaking fries. Ugh. I'm not like that. Because, quite frankly, it's immature. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about people who post immature opinions. I just don't give a fuck. I'll read their opinion, but I usually dismiss it and don't give a shit. Here's the difference between a mature opinion and an immature opinion for those who are wondering how I classify them. A mature opinion is a couple sentences saying how you dislike something, but you keep it very, very brief. You just say, "Oh, I don't like this new thing that this company is doing." it makes me feel sad that they changed this, but I know that they did it because it was for this reason. And you end it there. An immature opinion is attacking them and saying how you feel like they did this, you feel like they did that, and you go on and you attack the company because you don't feel that you feel entitled to do so. And then you go on a rampage about it and you continue to talk about it and you don't shut up about it. That's the point where it's immature opinion. I always do mature opinions. I don't say more than 3 sentences on anything. 3 to 4 sentences is all you need. You don't need a fucking essay. The only time I ever do an essay on something is if it's something that I feel strong about and I want to give my opinion. I don't attack people I know, and I don't attack companies because you just don't do that, in my opinion. I know freedom of speech. I know people want to express their anger about something, but you don't have to do it on social media. I don't care that social media nowadays is for opinions. I give my opinion on social media. I'm guilty of that. But I don't go to the point where it's annoying. I don't go to the point where it makes people offended. I go to the point where people can read my opinion and either agree or disagree with it, and that's it. I just don't feel like I like ranting on social media. I think social media's original purpose was for both opinions, but also to share with your friends what is up with your life lately. What are you doing lately with your life? What you do this week? Like, it's meant to catch up with your friends, but it's turned into a shit show where people just troll. It's ridiculous. I have some select friends that I still talk to, and they're awesome because they don't post their opinions on social media. They only post their life photos, and that's it. They don't post their opinions on social media. They don't get mad at me over my opinions because they're great fucking friends. I will not say their names on this podcast without their permission because I'm a nice guy. But let's just say they're freaking awesome, and I wish I could hang out with them more, but busy schedules don't line up, and that's how life is. One day I will hang out with them, and they will be great, but for right now I can't. But going back to the topic at hand, again, curly fries. No one gives a shit. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, who cares? It's a fucking menu choice. You don't have to do it. You don't have to choose it. You can just say no curly fries. That's it. It's not that fucking hard. I just don't understand why people freak out over the littlest shit. It's getting to my last nerve. It really fucking is. And I get why they get mad, because they don't like change. But you know what? Change is inevitable. Shit happens. And just move on from it and become a better person from it. If you don't like something on the menu, you don't fucking order it. That's how it works. That's how a mature person does it. You don't order something that you don't fucking like. Yeah, that's what I do. I don't order something I don't fucking like. Like, come on. I might try new things once in a while, but I'm not going to try something I think is going to be gross. Sorry. It's going to be a yawn fest on this video, and it's my fault. I just had never done 30-minute videos before straight. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic. I really hope you guys learned from this topic. And I really want you guys to know that I too sympathize with the people that freak out sometimes if it's legit concerning to me. But there are points where I'm just like, why are we freaking out over this? It doesn't fucking matter. It's fucking curly fries, first world freaking problems, right? I mean, come on. No one cares about your curly fry obsession, I would say. No one cares about your curly fry rant. If they cared about your curly fry rant, then they're fucking idiots. Come on. No one cares about curly fry rant. I mean, your opinion matters, but at the same time, it's like, come on, first world problems. About curly fries, I don't like curly fries. It's a fucking travesty. No one fucking cares, okay? No one fucking cares. And I know that sounds cynical as hell, but come on. Come the fuck on. No one cares. Anyways, next topic is a feel-good topic for you guys. Because we gotta end with something good. Otherwise, you guys will click off. So, here's our feel-good topic of the week. And it's a doozy. And it's fucking great, and I love this story, and it's really fucking good. But enough of the suspense. Let's get to that topic, because I think I've totally forgot what I picked. And that's not a good thing, because that means that I fucked up. Anyways, here's the topic. A man who worked so hard to get his college diploma finally earned it at the age of 105. That's right, someone lived to 105, and they got their diploma at the age of 105. That's a great feat. And to be honest, I'm happy for that person, because they finally got their diploma. They finally got what they deserved. They finally passed college. And I think that's fucking cool. And to be honest, I don't know what took so long for them to graduate, but I'm glad they did, because that just shows that they had perseverance and they just didn't let life bring them down. And now once they pass away, whenever that may be, they can say that they fucking graduated college. How cool is that? Like, that shit is cool as fuck. Disclaimer for those who are new to the TheSportsfan1100. You will never, ever hear me say cringy ghetto talk on this YouTube channel, or cringy 2010 talk. You will only hear that talk on the videos of Tom, but usually as a joke. Because I want to keep this podcast free from lingo. Back to the topic. Now, for me, I think this is cool. I think that if you're 105 and you finally got your diploma, I guess you had maybe a learning disability, or maybe you just didn't really do well in school settings. Maybe this man just had a busy life and he couldn't really go to college, so he waited till he was older. I don't know. Maybe he just felt like he couldn't do college and he waited till he got older. Or maybe he just finally did it. I don't know. Or maybe he wanted to save college for last. Maybe he wanted to get a diploma at the last minute before he died. I don't know. Maybe some people wait till they're older and they're wiser before they go to college. I don't really know how it works. But I'm just glad the guy got his diploma finally. I mean, I gave my diploma probably at the age of 23 at this rate, or 22 at the latest, but earliest. But I'm just glad I'm going to get an associate's degree. Now, am I going to go for the bachelor's? I hope so, but that means I have to do 2 more years, which means I wouldn't get my bachelor's till I'm either age 24 or 25. And at that point, what will I do with my bachelor's degree? Will I become a public address announcer full-time at a college level? Will I become a public address announcer full-time at the high school level? Will I become a public address announcer full-time at the professional level? I don't know. That's all things that I need to think about when I get my diploma. But that man got his diploma at the age of 105, so unfortunately he's gonna have to get a job before he dies. Otherwise, or maybe he did have a job for God knows how long, but it was a shitty job because he didn't have a diploma. So he waited till the last minute to get his diploma, and unfortunately he's probably gonna have to. Unfortunately, he has a useless diploma because he waited too long. But, I mean, on the bright side, he has a diploma now, so that's kind of cool. He could say, oh, I have a diploma now. Yeah. Suck on that. People who didn't get a diploma. But, yeah, I gotta look at the bright side because you can't look at the negatives too much because it would just make this podcast too depressing. I don't want to make it too depressing. Then you guys will not watch, and then nobody will like it. So, yeah. Gotta keep it not depressing here on the TheSportsfan1100, because then if you guys are depressed, then I'm depressed, and if I'm depressed, you guys are depressed, because every video you guys watch on YouTube, you react a certain way based on what the person is reacting in the video. So if you guys Jesus Christ. If you guys think I'm happy, then you'll be happy. If you guys think I enjoyed it in podcast, you'll enjoy the podcast. If you guys think I'm doing this just to milk the podcasts on YouTube, then you guys will probably hate it. But just know I love doing these, and I don't ever hate doing these. It's just, I don't know. There are times that I just end up running out of shit to say sometimes, and I have to do like filler sometimes. You probably guys hate when I do filler, like I'm doing right now. I'm doing filler, essentially. But you can't talk about a topic for 10 minutes. That's impossible. That's why I sometimes do filler, just to fill it up. But yeah. By the way, guys, I have an idea for the podcast next week. Let me. I can't talk. Sorry. Do you guys want me to bring Tom into one of my podcasts? Just 1 week, maybe, of Tom being on a podcast? Or you guys think it's good if it's just me? It'd probably be better if it's just me. Because honestly, guys, you hear Tommy's opinions once a week. It's probably good enough, right? I don't think you guys want to have Tommy on the podcast. But if you guys want some special guest on the podcast, let me know. Like someone other than Tom that hasn't been in my videos before. Because all voiceover works, so they don't have to worry about being in the video. So maybe I will have someone be on the podcast one day. Maybe I'll ask one of my female friends or one of my guy friends if they're interested in being on my podcast, one of the podcasts. All they would have to do is come over to my house. I'll set the microphone up, and we'll go back and forth on what we believe in. And I'd pass the mic to them when it was their turn to talk, so they could talk into the mic. And they could just totally talk about their opinions on the topics, on each weird topic, each controversial topic, and each feel-good topic. It's just an idea I had to keep these podcasts fresh, but I will think about that. I will definitely think about it, because if I can, what I might do is I might just say, come on this day, you only have to come for 30 minutes, just we'll do a podcast together. Maybe afterwards I'll treat you to mini golf or something. Give them an incentive to come, so that they don't feel like they're wasting their time just to do a podcast. We do the podcast and then maybe we go to a mini golf course and have fun after. There's like my treat or something, just to show that I am appreciative of them coming all this way to do a podcast. But that's just an idea I had. It's probably not come to fruition, but it's an idea, guys. Just keep you guys on your toes, But as I was saying, to wrap this topic up, I feel like that person did a good job. They got their diploma at the age of 105, which is a feat, I guess. And if I was him, and I would be just... Think what this is, though. He did wait till he's 105. But so fucking what? He waited till he's 105. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not gonna bash him for it. What am I gonna say? I mean, maybe he was busy and he just couldn't go to college, But, yeah. I'm sorry to say, guys, but the podcast is over. Get the fuck out. No, I'm kidding. That's not that. Don't leave. Don't leave. Because the outro's coming. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching today's TheSportsfan1100 podcast. Do not, I cannot stress this enough. Sorry. I cannot stress this enough. Do not forget to click the like button. Comment in the comment section down below. Click the card annotation. It will take you to the information that you need, like Tommy's channel, previous video, and the podcast playlist. And notification bell. Do not forget to click that, and click the subscribe button if you want to subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Lots of great topics. But until next time, fist bumps all that around. God, I cannot do fist bumps around without laughing. Come on, let's try it again. Fist bumps all around. Well, bam. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. See you next Monday for the next one. And peace out. Check back next week for all new topics.